The original Last of Us game is pretty much the most praised PlayStation exclusive out there. You say anything negative about it and you just get this gigantic wave of sweaty 12-year-old PlayStation fanboys saying that you suck giant melon and banana. I like the original Last of Us, I think it's phenomenal. The visuals look insane for something out of 2013. The gameplay is also pretty swag, but the story is what basically carried it to this godlike, untouchable status. So when you make a sequel to the most praised PlayStation exclusive in human history, you're setting the bar insanely high. So after 3 delays and a gigantic leak that basically ruined the whole game for thousands of people, I finally got my slimy little baby hands on it. I basically didn't see any leaks and jumped into it completely blind. The only thing I knew is that every single human being on the internet absolutely hated it. And after completing it, the only thing I said to myself was, that wasn't that bad. I actually really enjoyed it. Sure, the story is pretty damn flawed, but I like to play a game because I want to play a game, you know, gameplay. These two come in second place in my mind. The Last of Us 2 isn't a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, but it's still a good ass game. The stealth combat is so much fun to toy around with and everything has this good oomph behind it. Like shooting off someone's arm or hitting them in the face with a metal pipe, it's satisfying as hell. There are also a dozen of memorable moments like this part where you have to cross this janky ass bridge, going inside a bank safe and seeing a shit ton of money, a long ass sniper battle. With all honesty, the gameplay is so tightly fine-tuned and just fun, I love it. But no one cares about this at all, the story is the only thing being looked at. I get why people are mad, but half of the game is just completely being ignored, it's such a shame. It's being shred to little bits, with the worst offender being Metacritic. This site is just a complete dumpster fire. If you don't know what Metacritic is, it's basically a website that collects reviews on games, movies, and other forms of media from different outlets. There are 2 main categories: the Metascore, which is the I got paid to play a game category, and the user score, which is people you don't even know. How do people take this shit seriously? The problem with the Metascore is that most of the reviews are made with multiple people. You got a guy getting the gameplay, a guy writing the script, another guy doing the voiceover, and another one doing the edit. Every review is also made by another group of people, so you don't have a consistent voice to listen to. It just becomes a gigantic mess. And the problem with user score is that it's open. Everyone can add something and you just get a bunch of spam and review bombing from people who didn't even play the game. While the major big boys just give every big title a 7 or higher, the users just cry about every little thing like a baby. Can people stop acting like 10-year-olds? It's a video game. Of course you're allowed to dislike stuff and give criticism, but if you're gonna do that, have some valid points to why you think that way. And when someone disagrees with you, don't go full monkey mode. Jumping on bandwagons just makes you look stupid. With all that being said, I still really enjoyed The Last of Us Part 2, mainly because of its tight-ass gameplay. I agree that the story is not as good as the original, but I also think it's not god-awful. It's not a masterpiece, but it doesn't deserve the shit it gets. All the dumb politics that surround this game is just sad. Really sad. What I'm basically trying to say with this video is that I want people to honestly review games instead of half-assed BS. And also, Metacritic sucks.